Welcome back, tubers. This is pineapple fried rice. This is pineapple fried rice the high-carb, low-fat vegan way. Just a quick disclaimer, this isn't anything scientific, and I'm not sure if my measurements are exact. I'm kind of winging it as I go. So as you can see, I do have a lot of ingredients here. I'll kind of give you a rough estimate of what I have and tell you if I've added any extra as we go along. I did use canned pineapple, so it was recommended to me that I use some lime to make it a little more crisp on top. And of course I strained that. I have washed and strained everything, including the nuts. And these are actually walnuts. I'm going for a healthy version, so walnuts are higher in omegas and less fat than cashews. And let's see, what other kind of substitutes do I have here? Of course, we're not putting egg, we are putting tofu. I'm going to make a tofu scramble to add to that. And I am using brown rice versus white rice, for the reason being that there's more protein as well as fiber in brown rice. So we're going to go ahead and use that. And that's cooling off right now in some cold water. And I'll quickly go over how I'm going to start this in just a second. So here we have carrots, we have red pepper, sweet onion, chopped garlic, and some water on the bottom. And I kind of cook this at maybe medium heat. Stir it up, and the goal here is just kind of brown it. Of course, carrots take a little while longer to cook, so we're doing this separately. We want it to be maybe slightly brown before we put it into the large pan with everything else. So the goal of a dry fry is to keep turning and don't stop turning until the water is gone. And now that the water is gone, if it starts to stick, we're going to add some pineapple juice. It hasn't started to stick yet, but isn't quite brown yet either. I mean, it's turning color, but it's definitely not right. It needs to be a little darker. You can kind of see that it's starting to stick a little bit. That's okay, you keep turning it. So no oil is needed. Now you can see in the bottom it's sort of sticking. You can see a little bit of yellow residue. It's time to add some more liquid. So we add the pineapple juice. And continue this process until that is dried. And by then it should be dark enough.
2 hours later.
FYI, I did have to add a little bit of extra water. But as you can see, it's brown. There's no more liquid. That's just what we want. So the next step is to add the tofu. And you don't have to cook tofu for very long. Forgot to mention, this tofu has been drained. You can get like a cheesecloth, or you can even use a sock if you want to, or really any type of cloth, and just strain it out, all the water out of it, and it will sort of make it look kind of like egg. Then you use turmeric. Turmeric will make it look like egg. We'll turn it yellow, and plus it's extremely anti-inflammatory. Add some black pepper on top, so that'll increase the effectiveness of the turmeric. I like to reduce the heat a little bit for this, maybe down to a little bit less than medium. It looks a little like orange now, but once you start stirring this together, it will turn yellow. It will look a lot like egg. It's already starting to change color. Anytime I've ever had pineapple fried rice, I really like the egg. Of course, the goal of this is to not have any animal products, so we'll make sure there's plenty of tofu in this. I'm going to make a big batch of this, obviously, because look at all this tofu. It's crazy. It's already turned yellow. So I don't really know how long to cook this. I just cook it until it's all completely yellow, and I'm just satisfied. I mean, I don't know if there's really any... I mean, it has to be warmed up, but there's really no time limit, per se, when it comes to this tofu scramble. Plus, you're going to be throwing it in again with the rice, so not a huge deal. This is our finalized egg, quote-unquote, tofu scramble with some peppers and all that we talked about earlier. And we're gonna let that cool for a little bit, and then we have the rice here on medium heat. And we're just gonna add soy sauce. I think that's maybe a teaspoon and a half. I might add more. Just gonna see what it looks like. Because it's brown rice, it does already look fried, but I think the soy sauce helps make it look like it's more fried too, and plus, of course, it makes it taste good. But I may add a little bit extra. This is a lot of brown rice. Maybe I should have made that 2 tablespoons. I made 2 teaspoons instead of a teaspoon and a half. It looks like it's covered now. It's pretty well covered in soy sauce. Next, we're adding basically a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon of curry powder. Again, I might add more, depending on how it looks. Slash how it tastes. Maybe it's not strong enough. But it looks like it's blending pretty well. And this is all on medium heat. And of course, there's no oil in here. This is dry fry without adding water though this time. Okay, that's mixed well enough. We can add some more seasoning if we need to later. This will be dinner for like a week. And we'll just kind of let this cook for a little while. And then later we'll add pineapple and everything else. So I've stirred it for a couple minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and add some walnuts. How much that is, I'm guessing about a cup approximately. I'm going to go ahead and stir that up. Next is the pineapple and the raisins. So really it's important to keep scraping this. I've reduced the heat to a little bit less than medium now, because it will sort of stick to the bottom, but you do want that to happen so it has that fried effect to it. But you got to keep stirring it really well, and this is what it looks like so far. At the very end, I'm going to add some tomatoes and some green onions. Let's go ahead and do that now. I think it's almost done. Further inspection, I decided to add some pink salt, pink Himalayan salt, crushed up. It's actually pretty flavorful already, but I like it a little salty. Pink salt's not going to kill you. Alright, so I did add a little bit more curry to it, and also some more raisins, because for me, that's the best part of it. And it tastes pretty good, sweet, and savory, even though it has no oil in it. And I think you'll love it if you try it. And I'll go ahead and serve it up and see what it looks like. Alright, so here's the final product. You got pineapple fried rice, vegan style, high carb, low fat, with a little bit of garnish there, cucumbers. What do you think? Would you eat it? Let me know in the comments. This is Filipino and Fruity. We'll see you next time.